Without further ado, let me just get right to it because I don't like to keep this man waiting. Of course, I spoke to him a little bit earlier. He is the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, a knockout artist, arguably the greatest box office attraction in the history of the sport outside of Muhammad Ali. He is the one, the only, Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson, right here with Stephen A. Smith. Check it out. We welcome to the show Iron Mike Tyson. My brother, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, man, everything is beautiful, Steven. It's wonderful to be in the show with you.
Listen, man, this is going to shock you. This is going to shock the world, what I'm about to say to you. It's going to shock the world. On my show, you have permission to smoke the weed. I have no problem.
Thank you very much. I'm truly grateful for that.
I have no problem, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. What's going on, man? I mean, this business venture of yours, Tyson Pro, a collection of boxing equipment and attire. Mike Tyson, the businessman. Who would have thunk it? How are you feeling about how things are going for you?
I'm very grateful, and I'm very happy, and I'm proud that my supporters and my fans support me.
You know, when I think about some of the business ventures that you've been in, I mean, I'm thinking about not just you, or this collection of boxing equipment and attire. I'm thinking about your show on Broadway. I'm thinking when you've appeared in movies, just the numerous things that you've done. Mike Tyson, you've never lost the support of people in this country. Think about that for a second. With all that you've been through, as you reflect on your life and the fact that so many people love you in this day and age, how does that make you feel?
Like I said before, Steve, I live a life of gratitude now, to the best of my ability.
Talk to me about that.
I know what hard times are like. No, I was saying that I understand hard times and I understand good times. And, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times. Or difficult times.
Yeah. Hot Boxing obviously is a huge podcast. You're having major success with that. Congratulations to you for what you're doing with that. But I watch you a lot, and I watch you do a lot of these interviews, and you seem hell-bent, not just on having a conversation, but providing life lessons. Now, anybody that watched you box and listened to your interviews throughout the years, we all knew that you read a lot of philosophers and things of that nature, particularly when it came to the sport of boxing. But as I think about and when I listen to you talk to other people, interviewing them, you seem to be so willing to impart life lessons. Talk to me about that, Mike Tyson, and how you got to that point.
I don't know if the life lessons is conversation. And, most people in life are seekers, and seekers want to know things. They want to know things they wouldn't never know or understand if they had 1,000 years of life to live. But for some reason, we want to know things. We're very curious about God. Who is God? What is God? What is God's existence? Why did God create us to be afraid to die? And I don't know. Life is just very interesting. As you get older, you want to know more about your existence. That's what I think. Don't you?
I agree with you. You want to know more about your existence. I'm not sure I want to know some of the things you know. As when I was on Hot Boxing and you was talking to me, we were supposed to be coming on there talking about me, talking about boxing, talking about sports, and you started talking about the National Geographic Channel and these animals and how the bear, and you had the bear, keeping you alive and crushing your skull or chewing on your skull while you were alive. Hyenas eating you from the inside out and stuff. Mike, I didn't come there to hear all of that, bro. I ain't come there to hear all of that.
I was just watching it and it blew my mind.
It's just that simple. I mean, listen. How much of that stuff did you watch when you were boxing before you went to the ring and fought somebody? Is that the kind of stuff you was doing before you fought?
No, I watched horror movies and karate pictures.
Really?
The Shaw Brothers. I always watched the Shaw Brothers.
Okay, all right. But why would you watch karate movies and horror pictures before a fight? Why?
It's entertainment.
Entertainment. Just entertainment.
Yeah.
What I mean, but did you need anything? I remember when marvelous Marvin Hagler, God rest his soul. I remember when he would talk about going away for weeks at a time and being celibate all of those weeks because he wanted to come into the ring hostile and angry and ready to go. I mean, was there anything that you did to get you in the right frame of mind for a fight, or did you just naturally have it within your possession?
No, it's like a job. It's like you going to work. I have to go to work. I have to give my best performance today.
Really? So you never so let me get this straight. You never walked into the ring beforehand and was like this particular person I want to hurt really, really bad because he get on my damn nerves. I want to do something to him.
Yes, I do. I don't allow it to distract me from my professional job. You know, that's what professionals are. He doesn't let anything distract him. That's the difference between an amateur and a professional. Those are my personal feelings, have nothing to do with me in the ring.
I got you. So we're talking to the great Mike Tyson, is sitting right here now with yours truly, Stephen A. Smith. As you reflect on what your life has become in terms of your career, your business ventures, some of the acting and the other things that you've engaged into, what are you most excited about at this particular moment in time in your life?
I'm really excited that my family is able and capable of just living the life that they deserve to live. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful to have my wife and my children. You know, I never knew how important that was in my life. I'm very grateful that they're my wife and she's my wife and they're my children.
One can imagine how you didn't know how important it was in your life at one moment in time. Do you remember when you realized how important that stuff was to you?
Well, you know, when I lost my 4-year-old daughter, I understood the preeminence of family.
How were you able to overcome the loss of your 4-year-old daughter? I mean, I've got a 14 and 13-year-old. I mean, if I lost any of my children, I'd lose my mind. How have you been able to survive and prosper the way you have after such a devastating loss?
Yeah, I think I did lose my mind. That's really interesting. But I don't know. I don't know how to really do down. I can't even talk about that. It's pretty interesting, though.
Yeah.
That you said that.
Yeah. I definitely get where you're coming from with that, man. As we sit here, how interested, when we talk about your business venture, that's a given. How interested are you in Broadway? How interested are you in acting? How interested are you in doing things like that?
Hey, I just enjoy entertaining people. That's just my life. When I was a fighter, I was entertaining. When I'm on Broadway, I just want to entertain people.
Really?
I'll do it for nothing. Yeah.
Right. So you like making people laugh? I mean, entertainment comes in all shapes, forms, and sizes. What do you like doing most?
I don't know if I like to make them laugh, but that's a gift that I have.
Okay.
Make people happy. But my objective is just to be an entertainer, and when they leave, I want them to say, "When can I see them again?"
I feel you on that. Well, you've always done that throughout your career, no question about that. The weed, Mike Tyson. I'm going to ask you a strange question.
Go for it.
Stephen A. Smith has been on the record. Now, I want you to stay with me for a second. I am famous for telling people to stay off the weed. But I was only saying that to the athletes that it was going to cost them money. Like if it's not going to cost you money, then live your life. But it's stupid to lose money because you violated some weed policy in the world of professional sports, which have now dissipated and not flat out eradicated. My question to you would be this: what would weed do for Stephen A. Smith?
Well, it'll stop you from being paranoid and suspicious, man. Chill out.
I'm not paranoid, Mike. I'm not paranoid. I wouldn't call myself paranoid. I'm alert. I got to watch out for stuff. But I wouldn't say I'm paranoid, Mike. But that's what.
Like that.
Say what?
You know, someone that's paranoid would never say that he's paranoid.
I feel you. But what else would it do for me, Mike? What else would it do for me, man? Would it keep me alert?
I don't know, man. It depends on what you smoke. If you smoke the indica to keep your brain moving quick.
Okay.
No, that's the sativa. The sativa keeps your brain going fast, and the indica keeps you relaxed and tired. sleepy.
Well, which one do you use? I mean, you own a cannabis company and stuff like that, and I know you smoke some.
I like sativa. I like to keep my mind working. I like to be up and pumping.
Okay, so yeah, because a lot of people have the impression there is no weed out there that does that for you, that it mellows you out and stuff like that. You're saying that's false?
This is what I'm saying. You know, in the 70s, you just had to take what they had. Right now, you tell somebody, how do you want to feel? You tell them how you want to feel, and they give you the weed to help you feel that particular way.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't believe it, brother. It's incredible.
I'm reading the critique of your cannabis company, and it says here the mission is to produce innovative, high-quality cannabis and provide consumers an outstanding selection of products and an extraordinary balance of premium and affordable, full-spectrum cannabis flowers. So you're saying there's weed for everything?
I'm saying this. I'm saying I'm the #1 guy in the world when it comes to cannabis.
You are?
Yes.
You think
Tyson 2.0.
Whoa. You think you got Cat Williams beat?
No one can match me.
You think you got Snoop Dogg beat?
I have everybody. I reign supreme. No one can even match me in the cannabis business.
Damn. That's a bold statement, Mike Tyson. I mean, Al Harrington, there's a few others, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, cats like that. They might challenge that.
Well, only thing you have to do is just look at the paper, do investigation on the company, Tyson 2.0.
Okay, all right. I'm going.
Those guys, I like to work with those guys too.
Okay. Oh, all of them?
It's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody, man. It's enough for everybody.
Damn. I know. Well, clearly, when it comes to some weed, that is absolutely positively the case. No doubt about that. We're talking to the great Mike Tyson right here with Stephen A. Smith on the Stephen A. Smith Show. Mike, let me get to some boxing. How are you feeling about the sport of boxing today?
I like it. I think it's good.
Really?
Yeah. What you don't like about it?
I don't like the fact that we got to wait so damn long to get the fights we want.
Well, listen, the guys are not getting the money they think they deserve, so they have to hold out.
Okay, that's true, because I definitely want boxers to get the money that they deserve. And I say all of that to say, have you ever thought about being a promoter?
No, because I'm a smuck as the promoter. I would give the fighters all the money. I would never make any money.
Right. Because you got sensitivity and all of that stuff for them.
Big time.
Who is the greatest promoter in the history of boxing in your mind?
God damn! Listen.
Say what?
It has to be Bob Arum and Don King. They had more promotions than anybody.
Okay, we can go from there. I'm looking at this fight right now, coming up with Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. I'm getting excited about it. It's July 29th. Once upon a time, I thought Errol Spence was just a clear, bigger, stronger fighter. Too small, Terrence Crawford. Now I'm looking at it and I'm saying Terrence Crawford has had some years to maturate to that 147-pound limit. It could be very, very interesting. What are your thoughts about this fight coming up?
Listen, I'm on record saying Crawford, but that's just me talking shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to be a hell of a fight. In order for Spence to win, he has to come straight at him, pitching.
Mm-hmm.
From the first round, he's come right on him. Because once he gives him that time, they start moving around during the round, start going by,
right,
and he's analyzing him, then he's screwed.
Yeah. Then who's screwed?
Then Spence is screwed. If
right.
you start letting Crawford analyze you for right. rounds, watching the move, taking on. That's you wasting your time. You gotta get right on top of the guy.
See, to me, that's Errol Spence, and I love Errol Spence. That is a potential weakness. You would come out and try to take Crawford out early, all right? Assuming it was heavyweights that we're talking about, of course. What I'm saying is Errol Spence sort of methodically goes about the business of taking you down. And I don't think that works against Crawford. I don't think that works against Crawford. This is what I wanted to talk to you about, too. You and I, we agree on something, I believe. I believe that David Benavidez, who you labeled the Mexican monster, I think that brother is something special. And I think that Canelo is avoiding him. I think
But he
that.
got another guy. He got that guy Eric Morales. He's a good, what's his name again?
Yeah.
The,
I think it's Morales. I think it's Morales. He got him next. He's got him. David Benavidez getting ready to fight him.
Guy.
Yes.
The Cuban guy?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You think he's better than Benavidez?
No, but it's going to be a good fight.
I think it's going to be a very good fight, but I'm mad that David Benavidez has to fight him because Canelo didn't give him the fight. See, I don't like the fact that Canelo is fighting the smaller Charlo, okay? He's moving up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo because his brother's unable to make the fight, and I'm like, Canelo should be fighting Benavidez. That's what I think. What about you?
Let's see what happens in that fight. I'm very curious.
Curious about what?
The Canelo fight.
Canelo versus the smaller Charlo?
I think Charlo's going to do better than we think.
I think he's very good, but he's too small. And he doesn't know how to back up. And you can't come to Canelo. I think that's a mistake.
Listen, that guy is tough. And he got so much balls to take on Canelo. And I believe he can win.
I got you. Who's the best heavyweight in the world right now? Is it Tyson Fury?
Big time, yeah.
Do you like the fact that they got some exhibition coming up with him and Francis Ngannou, formerly of the UFC, that's now out on his own?
Listen, that's just making fighting bigger and bigger.
So you're one of those guys that you're a fan of Jake Paul and what Jake Paul has done for the sport of boxing?
Oh, man, he did more for the sport of boxing than most of the champions did.
I think so, too.
Come on.
I think so, too.
He fights somebody 70 million people watch. The champ fights somebody, he's lucky if he get 3 million.
Right.
5 million.
Yeah. Before I let you get on out of here, your greatest moment as a fighter at this day, today, I know you've answered this question 1,000 times, but I'm imagining it may change as time goes on. As you reflect on your career right now, what's your greatest moment as a fighter?
With Buster Douglas.
When Buster Douglas beat you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I took some really good shots.
Mm-hmm.
When I watched the fight, I said, wow, I took some good shots.
Right. You know I'm still mad. It's been years. You know I've never forgiven Bruce Seldon, right? For going down when you didn't even hit him.
Yeah, listen, didn't we see that, man?
Yes.
Didn't we see? I'm telling you.
You never touched him. You never touched him. He went down, and then he refused to get up until a count of 10, and by the count of 10, he was hugging you.
No. But he got up okay. Like the next thing, he shook his head and he started falling. What the fuck?
Yes.
You saw he shook his head and then he got dizzy and started.
It was ridiculous.
Falling down, acting.
You know, I told people this story because at the time this fight was taking place, right? It was right. I was in college, coming out of college, getting ready to go into the business. And I remember when you
96.
That's right. I remember when you was getting ready to fight Michael Spinks, and you were so furious because you thought he was taking too damn long to come into the ring, and you didn't realize he was in the locker room crying because he had to come out and fight you. Do you remember that?
It didn't. I don't remember, but it didn't look good for him.
Before I let you get on out of here, man, last question. The Black Files. The Black Files, a film by Sean Penn about emergency medical first responders. You star in the film as Chief Burroughs, Ben's superior officer.
Yes.
What was that like?
That was a very, I had a wonderful time. I'm very grateful that Mr. Penn allowed me to be in his movie, and hopefully I could be in more. I'm just,
right.
I'm in my element. I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy entertaining people.
That's right. I feel you on that. Mike Tyson, how the hell are you this old and you find a way to stay in shape, man? Because it's a struggle for some of us. It's a struggle.
Hey, listen, it's a struggle because you're moving so damn much.
It's a struggle.
Next thing you know, you're eating meat, and next thing you know, you're eating shakes, and what the hell just happened?
So I got to stay with
that's how God humbles us.
That's right. You're right about that. Mike Tyson, man, happy for you, happy for all your success, happy for everything coming your way. You got Hot Boxing, you got the Black Files, you got Tyson 2.0, your cannabis company, and of course you got Tyson Pro, your apparel line. All the best to you, my man, doing big things, getting older and older and still winning, man. Keep doing your thing.
God bless.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, bro.
All right. We'll always have love for Mike Tyson, because we've seen the very worst. He's let us in. He's allowed us to get to know him. and know all his trials and tribulations, and it's really, really nice seeing him in this comfortable place. I mean, I don't know how much weed and smoke mushroom you need to smoke to get to that point. That's a different subject for another day. I am not thinking about smoking any weed. That is not my style, but I did want to ask that question because I was curious to hear his answer. Did that man say I was paranoid? I think that's what he said. He said I was paranoid. Me paranoid? No. You know, I just never had any desire. I'm a control freak when it comes to me. I like being in control of me. I don't want to be inebriated, devoid of my senses, and put myself in compromising positions. And then I get to say, I don't know what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? So I don't want to do that, you know. I just don't. I could tell y'all a story, but I don't know if y'all ready for a story. It was involving me and Suge Knight from a couple of decades ago. I ain't gonna tell y'all that just yet, though. I don't know if y'all ready for that story. I don't know if y'all ready for that. But it did involve me and Suge Knight, believe it or not. We were at the Palm in Vegas at the club on the roof of the Palm, okay? When the owners of the Sacramento Kings owned that spot. We were sitting at the table, you know what I'm saying? It was, it involved weed, not with me directly. But I'm just saying, it's very interesting.